Welcome everybody to Backstage of the Dutch Hall. We are on hiatus here live from the Dutch Hall, but we forgot it's that time of year again, January, and we need to go back to the annual death pool that we do, the pool that we do where we get together not only the cast of Live from the Dutch Hall, but also some of our greatest fans and supporters of the show to participate in a game where we try to pick a list of people who will perish in 2020. This year, we're going to... It's not very quiet, man. What's the matter?
Thinking of our picks.
Oh, you're all thinking of your picks. This week, we have an all-star cast. It is the same group that did last year's pick, or last year's pool, I should say. Lori Ball was the very... she considers herself the winner last year. She had the first to die. And who was your pick? Do you remember? Doris Day.
Doris Day.
You picked her death. She died. That made you first to win. And you thought you were just in the money. You also had Beverly Cleary last year, Lori, as I remember. And you thought she died because there was an internet hoax about it. Is that correct?
Yes.
And it turns out she's alive and well.
But she's dying. Maybe she's dying this year.
Maybe. There's always hope, Lori. And she is a very good pick. She's in her hundreds. Eh?
She's 103, yes.
A centenarian.
She is. I met a 103-year-old today.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is he famous?
No.
She?
She. Little Asian lady.
Oh, they live forever, eh? You can't kill them.
Does she look like she's 103?
No, she looked pretty good.
Oh, nice.
She's probably going to outlive me.
Yeah?
Yeah. Probably.
Are you famous? Anyways, let's go to. We're gonna set this up before the show. So, Laura, you got first to die, but it turns out that was also most to die. The only one was most to die. The only person that also matched you was me, who picked Valerie Harper.
Yes.
It was another dirty pick because she was sick. God rest her soul. Anyways, I was also a winner last year because of that pick. It was a shrewd one. So this year, before the show, this was all done above board. I don't think anyone questions how this was done. We picked names out of a hat to see who went first. This is going to be a reverse draw, so we're going to go up and down the, you know what that is? Like a reverse draft or whatever, like a snake draft. That's what it's called, a snake draft. Thank you, Bailey. So we're just going to introduce who's in the pool this year. First pick this year, drawn out of the hat, is yours truly, the host of this program, Pete Van Dyke.
Yeah.
And also the winner of last year's pool. That was not fixed, Laura. You saw me do it.
I'm just joking.
Also, second pick this year, Steve the Reluctant German.
Hell yeah.
Guitar player in the Nocturnal Emissions, the greatest band in Canadian late night history. Third pick, the winner of last year's pool, Lori Ball. Fourth pick, the French tickler, Kev Blanger. Fifth pick, my love and wife, the apple of my eye. Is that what you are? No, you're my love. Is the apple of your eye your kid or your wife? Oh. You know, some people call their boyfriend their old man. Ever heard that? You ever hear where someone calls their boyfriend daddy? That ruins childhood relationships. Now, if, you're just trying to raise your little daughter and she calls you daddy and you're like, fuck, no, don't fucking call me that. Don't ever call me that. Don't call anyone that.
Dad.
I watch too many porno movies.
Yeah.
Anyways, Jane is fifth. Jane Van Dyke. And sixth pick, superfan, Bailey Adcock, back in the house. Bailey, have you ever won?
No.
You have never been in the winning. You are almost like you make people healthy with your picks.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes.
Have you ever had someone die in your picks?
Never. That's the whole.
Never. She never, ever had.
one.
No.
Oh, that's what I was curious.
Bailey picks somebody, they get better.
Yeah.
They get their life together.
Yeah.
They're like, this is too much. Next is the Beaver, Derek Van Houten will be picking seventh. Then absent from the room tonight, but doing it via text and is going to be our band leader, Michael Bowe. Also, Whiskey Wes Higgins, and Jordan Gortfa. And the last pick of this year's pool, Dave the Rooster Charters.
Boo.
Yes, exactly, boo.
If you're not first, you're last.
That's right. So, all right, is everyone ready to pick, or you want to get in any rules? Is there any questions before we get into the nitty-gritty of this fucking pool? It's going to be all business, guys. Questions? Oh, I got to tell you got to talk in your microphone. Jane, do you have any questions? So you're going to have to talk in your microphone. So when it's your turn to pick, we're going to share this one, okay? So you got to make sure you're right in the middle of it because if you're here, you don't hear nothing. But if you're here, you do hear it. Yeah, we'll do it. We just come and get close to me. All right, so this will be the 2020. Who's going to be the scribe for this? Can someone? Oh, you got a list? So Jane will be the scribe here. There's only one rule on this pick. In past years' pools, you had to have. We had categories like wrestlers and 90s rock stars and stuff like that. This year, we want to get our numbers up. We want to have more deaths in our death pool because we feel it's more exciting.
More than one.
More than just one or two, it's not good enough. I want to have someone with some solid numbers this year.
Our numbers are going up every year, though, because I think 2019 we only had one.
Yeah, it
So
sucks,
last year
right?
was two.
And that was me. First, the Gord
Might
Downey
double
double.
up this year.
Oh, boo, I just spilled all over myself. Okay, so this year's first pick. So the only rule, I didn't tell us one rule because we're going to get the numbers up. But I still like to have one rule, and that's we got to pick one wild card. So it can't all be old as fuck people. We are going to have one pick of our 5 picks this year has to be a person under the age of 50 years old, which sounds like it shouldn't be hard. But I am so old now myself, I don't know many celebrities that are under the age of 50 anymore. Even like guys you think are young are now too old, right? Like the Teen Wolf 2 guy is too old.
Unless you pick like a Backstreet Boy that'll get AIDS and fucking die.
He might be pushing 50 though.
Some of them are almost
K-pop
50.
world. That's so dark, but yeah, the K-pop world.
It was.
That's
They cured AIDS, didn't they? I think.
Did they?
I'm pretty sure you don't die of that anymore. Magic Johnson looks great.
Yeah.
He gained weight from it. Like, how does that happen?
How else? You're not dying of too many things these days, though, when you're young.
No. Gunshots?
That's why I threw the
Fentanyl.
It's stress eating.
stress eating.
Vape pens.
Vape pens will kill fucking young people. That's a great point.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you just have a nice haul of some tutti fruity thing, and next thing you know, you're pushing up
I'll
daisies.
tell you right now, tobacco's not killing people.
Hey, what's do you know any rap stars that vape, Jane? It's not it, but anyways, first pick. One pick of the 5 has to be under the age of 50. So good luck to everybody. I want to say that good luck to everybody because it's better for us all if we pick people who die. Remember that. So first pick this year. To me, I'm going to go with the odds makers here. I'm not going to try to rock the boat. I'm going to go with the most sure pick that there is of someone that's going to die in 2020. Prince Philip, the Queen's husband. He's easily going to die. He's probably almost dead right now.
I got a funny story for you. So I clicked on the 2020 Deadpool list, celebrity, and beside their age, it says description. So like actor, actress, singer. Beside Prince Philip, it says casual rapist.
No way.
That's serious.
It's casual racist.
Racist.
Oh, well, that's better. But casual racist.
Still, even to that.
That of all, it's
well,
all
that's just
Alright.
old school.
You know why I thought that was a P? Is because the crack in my screen. I thought it was a P.
I think that was.
Totally changes
Still,
it.
even at that. Hey, he's an actor. He's a singer. Oh, he's a casual racist.
Yeah.
What kind of description is that?
Yeah, he's married to the Queen. He's a prince. It's right in his
Yeah.
name. And then a casual racist, which is just a slight step up from rapist.
Yeah, it's not
right?
far.
It's not like it's better, but it's not good.
He might be both for all we know. Really.
Yeah. Steve, you are number 2. Who do you have?
This is an obvious choice, but it's got to be done. I'm going with Alex Trebek.
Oh, that was mine.
Ooh,
Good
number
call.
2.
That was
That's a good
mine.
call.
High pick for Trebek this year. What is it, Pancreas?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's back with a vengeance.
That's what got Swayze, and you know if it'll kill Swayze, it'll kill anybody.
It's got a heavy treatment going on.
Like I ripped a guy's throat out in Roadhouse and beat up Terry Funk. And the Pancreas got Swayze. Can't dance your way out of that. Swayze. Third pick, Lori Ball. What do you got?
Well, Alex was my pick,
Mm,
but
yeah.
I am going with Kirk Douglas.
Kurt Douglas. A fine pick. What is he, 102 or something?
Oh, yeah.
104. Holy.
He's up there.
Yeah, you know what? That guy moved down in the rankings. He was number 1 ranked in 2019.
He got healthier.
He got healthier. That's not a good sign for you, Lori. But, solid pick, 104. You're on borrowed time.
He's number 2 now. 103.
Yeah, he's number 2 now. Last year he was number 1.
Oh.
Kevin.
Reluctantly, Eddie Van Halen.
Wow.
Ooh. How old is he?
Oh God.
He's way over
He's
50.
way over.
He's going to be in his 60s.
Is he sick?
Early 70s.
Yeah.
He has throat cancer, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
So yeah, very reluctantly.
Yeah, that is a dirty pick, Kev, and I like it.
Huh.
Jane, my love, come talk to me. Tell me who you picked.
Bob Barker.
Bob Barker is still alive for reals?
96 years old.
Bob Barker.
It's a good pick. I think I seen that guy in a hospital bed not too long ago.
Hanging out in hospitals or what?
No, I mean
He's researching for the pool.
on the internet. I seen a picture of him on it.
Really? But the Barker's not doing good, eh? Bailey.
Okay, I hate to say it again, but I'm going to Dick Van Dyke. I'm just gonna get it out there
All right.
that I get the Van Dyke, death off the table. But
Let me tell you something about Uncle Dick. He's not gonna die. Not this year. No, that son of a bitch. He can dance. He's gonna dance his way past 100. Unlike Mary Tyler Moore, God rest her soul. Beaver, your first rounder.
First rounder. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pick my under 50.
What in the first round?
round.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh yeah.
That's a smart move.
Mhm.
It is a smart move, isn't it, Bailey?
yeah,
Yeah.
I should have picked mine. 'Cause
Oh.
you're gonna.
I'm gonna,
Everybody knows this guy. Everybody wants this
I'm
guy.
gonna pick the rapper 6ix9ine.
Listen,
6ix9ine.
I got to tell you, at least 80% of this room right now, I'm going to say if not more, Kevin knew who the guy was. Anyone else know this guy before the death pool? Bailey, you knew him?
I've heard the name.
Why? What are you in it?
My kids.
Oh, kids, right?
Well, he's all over the news.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't watch rapper news. And then they keep talking about the impeachment and stuff.
I think he's the youngest of all time to be on the list.
Is he?
He's
No.
like 23.
He's like 23, man. That's pretty young to be on a Deadpool list.
I remember picking, though.
Like officially?
I remember picking Dakota Fanning when she was just a youngster. She.
Drew Barrymore was probably on the list.
Yeah,
at
no, I'm
12.
just kidding. But so who did you pick again? Sorry, you picked 6ix9ine.
Yeah, Takeshi 6ix9ine.
So Beaver, that's a solid move to go with that guy. He's number 4 overall, and by far the youngest on most of these lists. So I'm
we
saying
were saying earlier he's either gonna die or raped in
I
2020.
think he's already been raped.
But
though.
yeah, that's the other consensus that he
In
might
jail,
have
for sure.
in jail.
all right. Well, we're not having a rape pool here.
No.
This is a death pool.
That's next week.
Yeah.
I think
I'm on a bad
I
trend
think
here.
Derek
eh?
might be.
I'm on a
little
bad.
obsessed with
I
rape.
keep
Yeah.
saying the word rape.
Yeah, it's been a real.
Real bad.
rapey.
Oh.
rapey conversation.
Let me just say, you really did upset Michael's pick.
Oh.
See, this is where the questions started earlier. And
But-
I'm like, they got to pick, 20 people? Because what are you going to do?
I'm gonna say, well, Mike did a great job of this, and I'm gonna say Mike's first pick here is Jim Brown from the NFL. Jim Brown.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Jim Brown. He's a
Like
running back.
Hmm.
He also used to be. But I didn't know he's sick. But it's the first one on this list, so it's Jim Brown for Michael. Now we got to go to Whiskey Wes Higgins, and
Bless you.
Wes said Larry Flint. Larry Flint. Larry Flint. You got him?
Who the fuck is that?
I like it. Larry.
Oh, Jordan took my pick.
So are you going to do what's right and pick that? Or are you going to...
No, I'm doing it. Jordan didn't show up, but I'm still saying Jordan said Ozzy Osbourne, and I just don't think he's going to be able to keep up on the tour that his wife's going to try to put him on this year. He's getting up there in age.
They
Yeah, but-
need
okay, so
money.
Did you just say that he got what was it? Not
Parkinson's.
Parkinson's.
Yeah.
or
But
something.
like, has Jude had Parkinson's for like 40 years?
Yeah.
he got shaken
Probably.
for a while. So
Yeah?
I'm thinking he's had it for a long time and just finally like, oh yeah, it's Parkinson's.
Oh, that's what he's got?
Yeah, it just.
It's like when your mom says you got
Yeah, I don't have a-
ADHD. Yeah, you always had it. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to kill him, though. I think what's going to
No.
kill Ozzy is all of a sudden he's just going to die because he's
Common
old.
cold or
Maybe
what?
he just like goes on a bender. He's like, you know what?
Yeah,
I want
maybe.
to do it like the old days,
Because he's thinking this is the last time I might give it a shot.
right?
Goes out and just gives it a good rock and roll run. Anyways, Dave Charters is bringing up the rear.
Mm-hmm.
Charters decided for his first overall pick. Let's have a drum roll for this one.
Fuck.
Oscar winner, Tom Hanks.
No way.
How dare he?
Yep. Dave Charters.
What an asshole pick.
Oh my God!
Isn't
What a charters pick.
Oh, everyone.
For everyone.
Yep.
Yep.
There we go. Is that better?
Perfect.
That is better.
Just throw that
Oh.
on the floor. It fixes it every time.
Hey, what you do when you have audio problems, you take a
Just
slap
hit it.
rattle, throw it on the floor.
Just give it a good smack. It'll work again.
Charters has to go do a snake draft, so he gets to pick another one too. For this one, I don't know if I can even. I need glasses for this one. Charters picks. Who is that? Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh my God! Is he picking people he doesn't like? I don't understand.
Is she 50?
I don't know.
Yeah, she's more than 50.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
old. Dave thinks she's gonna die of mercury poisoning.
What a dick.
Is what he said. Specifically, mercury poisoning. Ellen DeGeneres.
Did he just turn on the TV for like 4 minutes and then
Eats
just
too
came up with
much
all these
fish.
names?
Hey, is what he says.
Oh, good one.
No, that's what he said.
I bet.
Charters. Jordan would then go. How's this work? Jordan would go. Ric Flair.
Oh.
Woo! Woo! Jordan goes Ric Flair. Now we're back up to Wes. Wes is Walter Gretzky.
Oh.
Which
He was one of mine, but I thought I'd get chastised. So
Yeah.
now he's
I
not
picked
here to
him.
get the.
yeah, it
I
is
picked him
suck.
last year.
He is getting up there.
Yeah, and he's shaking in that Tim Hortons commercial. Which, by the way,
He looks a little withered away too.
if you watch that Tim Hortons commercial, that is the biggest non-story in the world. Oh, Wayne Gretzky tells a story about the day he goes to Tim Hortons and Tim Hortons signs best wishes. Tim Horton. Oh, you guys really hit it off. That is a non-story, Wayne. It is the most boring fucking story ever. And then this is what they're going to base the whole commercial around?
Representing the most famous franchise in Canada.
Tim Hortons?
Tim Hortons. Yeah, with that
That story.
commercial. Yeah, that story.
You should have said me and Tim Horton. He's there and he's saying, you know what, kid, why don't we get out of here and get a hooker? That's a fucking story, man.
Powdered donut.
Saved my life, man. Me and Tim went on a bender.
It's like an innuendo for something.
Yeah, Coke.
Let's go for it.
So where are we at, Jane? Who's the last one?
Wes.
So we're at Michael. I have to go to a different list here. Michael says Betty White.
Oh.
Douche.
Betty White, he has dying, which then brings us to Beaver. Beaver.
She ain't dying. I seen her yesterday.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to die.
I'm just kidding.
In the hospital.
She was in the hospital visiting Bob Barker.
I am gonna throw a wrinkle in the old mix, and I'm going for another one under 50. Justin Bieber.
Oh.
Oh, you're just stealing
He
picks.
has Lyme disease, I hear.
Oh
He's
yeah,
looking
he
real
is.
rough.
Really?
He's
Oh,
not
no.
good.
He's not looking
Oh,
good.
don't tell me the
Didn't know
Beebs.
that.
Oh, that's a sad day if we lose the Beebs.
My wife won't get to go to his concert.
Bale 8.
I'm gonna go Jimmy Carter.
Oh, what a terrific pick. This is the thing about Jimmy Carter. I pick him every year I can. Usually he's my first rounder, Jimmy Carter. And he keeps living. Not only does he keep living, he's been building houses in Habitat for Humanity. I saw him on the news. He's building a fucking house. This happened this year. He's building a house. He's old as hell. He falls over when he's like hammering, like falls on his face, right? They just prop him up and he keeps hammering. The guy, I don't know if he's even ever been alive. He might be a robot. It might even be the thing from, the Hall of Presidents.
Oh,
The
the
robot.
animatronic robot
Yeah.
from the Hall of Presidents.
I think that's what they got going around. I think Jimmy Carter's been dead for 10 years.
Crazy.
But anyways, great pick. And who'd have known last year? Everyone, we picked Jimmy Carter. We picked Donald Trump. We did all these, but we never picked the one that actually did die. George Bush Sr. was the one that actually died last year. We all missed that one. Shame on all of you.
Stupid.
Yeah. Who's next? We got Jane. Jane, this is it. Come right in here.
Harvey Weinstein.
Oh.
Ooh, Harvey Weinstein is a great pick because he also is walking around in a walker.
Yeah.
He looks like shit. He's really deteriorating fast. Stress, yeah. You know what?
I'll do it.
You can't live that lifestyle forever and not expect it to catch up to you, Steve. You know what I'm saying? Okay, who's next? Kevin.
Little Richard.
Oh, Little Richard. Another good pick. Also can't believe he's not dead. And that brings us to Lori.
I'm going to take a pick that I had last year that was a good pick. Beverly Cleary.
Oh, I can't believe you got her twice.
What?
She's dying this year.
You look at her picture, too. She looks like such a nice lady.
Oh, she's sweet. And wrote such lovely stories.
I hope she passes
She's like
quietly.
103, so it's probably time to go.
All right. Well, that brings us to Steven. Steven, who would you like to predict?
All right, I'm going with my under 50 pick. And I'm saying that Leonardo DiCaprio is going to get taken out this year.
Wow.
Probably fighting climate change.
Ooh, I like it.
Well,
Same person and reason I was going to pick it.
All right. So this comes to me again. Oh, this is a tough one. I'm going to go. I got two picks back to back. I'm going to go with comedy legend. Wait, hold on, people. Comedy legend and druggist and rapist, Bill Cosby.
Oh, shit.
Damn it.
Good pick.
And in order to follow it up and to stay within the comedy world, I'm going to also go with Carl Reiner
oh, he was on
man.
my list.
just to back it up. Yeah, Carl Reiner. Okay, that brings us to Steven. You're back again.
This one makes me sad, but I'm going to go with David Crosby.
Oh, David Crosby. Was he a throat again? Is he a throat too?
He just released a new album and said it'll probably be the last time I ever tour. And it's like his death tour.
That's a great pick, man.
Tickets to the Toronto show on sale right now if you want, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That would be, I've seen him before, though. That's the thing. But usually, like, I really have a period of regret. Like, I never saw James Brown. I never saw, it was too late. You know, who was another one?
Dave Bowie.
Bowie. Yeah. Fuck. Tom Petty. I never saw Tom Petty.
That sucks.
I know. Sucks. It really does. Anyways, Lori, I think it's you.
Jerry Stiller.
Oh.
Is he sick?
I don't know. He's
Just
94.
like old.
Is he that old?
Yeah.
Man, he's got weird shoulders and arms, eh?
He's a funny looking man.
Yeah.
Is he
Ni-
like
92.
5'1"? Like he looks like he's like comes up to like my shoulders,
Yeah, probably.
and I'm
He's a-
5'5", so
He looks like he lives under a bridge.
yeah, in Billy Goat's Gruff.
Okay, so we have Kevin.
Under 50. Right. No. Top. No. You're not
Watching
gonna
him scroll
die.
through his phone.
You're not gonna die. You're
He's
not
like
gonna die yet. Edward Norton.
Oh,
Just to get that O effect, really.
Yeah, Edward Norton.
I want to like, how will he die?
It'll be like a benzos and booze.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, the same thing that got fucking the Joker, right? Ledger,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the old top from the Brokeback. You know what I'm saying? Fucking took him down. He was the top, right? 100%. Gyllenhaal was on the bottom, spitting on his hand.
Oh,
God.
You know it was. Am I wrong? You don't think Ledger?
I've never seen the movie.
You never saw Brokeback Mountain?
No.
You are homophobic, I think.
I watched it with my grandparents
Why?
Did you?
because I didn't know what the movie was about.
And they thought it was a Western.
They thought it was a Western.
Yeah, which it was.
Big
And we
surprise.
watched it, and there was a point where I was like, I'm just gonna go get a snack.
What are these two fellers doing?
Yeah.
That's not right.
Awful.
Yeah.
Knuckles.
Actually, it's pretty wild. You should watch it. It's unbelievable. Gyllenhaal does spit on Ledger's
Oh,
hand.
I'll never watch it again.
Right? You saw that part, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, I saw it with my grandparents. I'll never watch it again.
Or no, yeah, Gyllenhaal's the bottom.
It's taking character way too far, man.
Anyways,
Way
we were
too far.
that was from
Way
Kevin's
too
pick,
Thanks, Kevin.
which he was Edward Norton dying in the same fashion. Jane, it's your turn. Oh, come on in here.
I'm gonna go Angela Lansbury.
Oh, murder, she wrote. Will she be murdered or will it be natural causes, Jane? Broken teapot?
She's still alive.
Yeah.
I thought she was maybe already gone.
Okay. That brings us to Bailey.
Okay, I'm gonna take my under 50 because I only had two, and Derek stole one. I'm gonna go with Machine Gun Kelly,
Good one.
mostly because I follow him on social media, and he literally looks like he's drinking and drugging himself into a stupor. So I'm like, that guy's gonna die.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
All right, Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
Good pick. That's Beaver. It's you.
I am gonna go. We all watch James Bond.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Pussy Galore. What's her name? Honor Blackman.
Huh.
Does that make sense? I just found. I don't even. She could be dead. Can someone check?
Let's check.
Does anyone have can do that? We're going to go with Honor Blackman. We're going to pencil it in for you.
It's a woman. Like
It doesn't. And then we're going to go Michael. Artie Lang.
Ooh, again.
Michael picked Artie Lang. And I got to tell you, last year, good pick. This year, bad pick.
He's looking better.
He's got him. I think he's got his act together. And he's been picked a lot lower on the list this year, too, which is a good sign of his growth and good health. Right? Good for Artie. Good for Artie. And so now that brings us to the rest of the schlubs, which is Wes, my favorite. He's going to go with his pick under 50. The Queen kills Meghan Markle.
Oh, good one.
The Queen kills Meghan Markle, his under 50 pick. Wes, you're not here, but I'm going to say good pick. Jordan. Where you said Queen Elizabeth.
Oh,
Oh.
we got both.
No,
Both
you're-
the matriarch.
maybe
and the patriarch.
Harry might be heading back.
And now that brings us to Dave Charters. Dave Charters picks his pick under 50. He wanted to pick Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Taylor Swift.
My singer was at least looking dead.
Yeah.
He just picks a country singer that is singing.
Yes, he just picked that. I don't
The
know.
prime of their
Everyone
life.
he's picked is in like prime. They're like doing great.
Yeah.
Well, you might change it with his next pick here. He picked Bette Midler.
Oh.
Oh.
Smiled to death is what he predicted.
See, his jokes aren't going over well when he's not here.
He sucks,
Like-
man, right?
Ooh.
Jordan. Then Jordan went back up and he picked. You know who he picked? Nobody. He's fucking out of picks. So you gotta text him there, Stevie, if you don't want, or mind. Just we need a pick from Jordan, and then Wes. We can go on with Wes. Walter Gretzky, Betty White. He's gonna. This is probably another one under 50, but he's already got one. But it's his next pick. Bam Margera.
Oh.
He's
That's an
not
under
bad,
50.
but- Yeah.
Bam Margera. So he stole that one from us. Michael, you need an under 50 now. Michael's going to pick an under 50. And he's picked Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
What was he watching Sports Center or just like, oh fuck?
Antonio Brown is
He's getting arrested. He'll die in jail.
yeah. Well, he's another suicide guy, I think. Not a bad pick. I think that's a pretty good pick,
That's a
actually.
good. Yeah. If he
Mike-
ends up in jail, yeah.
Beaver, this is your 4th pick.
Oh shit! I'm on the clock. Fuck, this broad is 107. There's no way she's making 108. Okay, Roberta McCain. There's no way you're making 108.
Who's she? Is that John McCain's wife?
Um,
No, he's not that old. Wouldn't marry that.
she's a widow of Admiral John S. McCain Jr.
Oh, really? And she's that old?
107.
Are we gonna set up alerts for these people? Like,
And-
how am I gonna know if this lady died?
You better pay attention, Beef.
I know. What? Roberta McCain.
John McCain's mom. You know what you got to
Okay.
do now? Follow her on Twitter. Follow McCain's mom on Twitter.
Magically, she's a celebrity. She's 107.
It's crazy.
All right, Beaver. We're going to let that slide.
It is.
Yeah, it's on the list. I know. I seen her
pick,
name,
great
too.
I understand if you would call it back. 'Cause
Bailey.
see, when they finally say your name, you're like, fuck.
I know. Fuck. Okay. Cloris Leachman. I mean, I hope she doesn't die, but like, she's up there, right? Isn't she like 93 now or
Oh, I like her, though.
94? I do too. I mean, I don't want her to die. But
Yeah, well, luckily you picked her, Bailey.
Yeah.
So she's going to have a long and healthy life.
Exactly.
Okay, that brings us to Jane. You're up again. Can you go on Lori's mic instead? Because it's messes it up.
I'm going Joaquin Phoenix for
Under 50.
The Joker.
See, does the Joker roll? Just
That's what
right?
Good call. Good call.
Oh, the curse of the Joker roll.
Yeah. Are they going to become like psychotic and fucking crazy?
That movie was messed up.
Was it good?
It's good, but super messed up. Has anyone else seen it?
I saw
No,
it. I liked it a lot.
I
It was like
loved it.
Taxi Driver kind of like it wasn't at all a
Yeah.
superhero movie. It was like
No.
more of a. It was just a good movie.
Underdog turns into, psycho killer. It's great.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Yeah.
Kevin, it's your turn.
I've got 3 on my mind right now, and they're all like really. I don't want them to die.
You're just feeling death.
Yeah.
I don't want
I already
you to
picked
die.
an under 50.
Yeah. You can go too, though.
This is your 4th. Is this the 4th round?
This is my
4th round. Yeah.
4th. Yes. 4th. I've already picked an under 50, so this is my 3rd.
Are you
Throw
there?
the rattle slap.
Okay. Quincy Jones.
Oh,
Dude,
that's nice.
I quivered with the.
that hurts.
Laurie.
He's How old is he?
In his 80s.
Yeah.
Vera Lynn.
Who's that?
She was an English singer. She's 102. She's on the ranking list. I don't know who she is. She's old. I'm picking old.
All right, we're gonna go with Vera Lynn if we let Beaver's bullshit one go.
It made the list.
Yeah. Steve.
Yeah, weird. You say my name and I lose my pick. Oh, Beaver was talking about Bond, and I thought you were going to take my pick, which is Sean Connery.
Oh, Sean Connery. Haven't seen him around lately.
Mm-mm.
How old
I haven't
is
seen
he?
him.
80 something.
87.
Yeah, when I said that about James, I thought you.
But my bullshit.
I thought you were like, oh yeah, and then you were dead in the eye, like, no, you didn't pick my guy.
Yeah, it's fine. That's
You
good.
go ahead.
Take
I'm
that.
like, fuck.
That brings us. Who's that? Steve.
Yep.
So it's me. Why are you guys skirting around Olivia de Havilland? Huh? She got some. Is she gonna live forever? Everyone's like, she's on the list. Olivia de Havilland, old as fuck. She's like, what is she? 103. Olivia de Havilland. She's a honest to God actress. Olivia de Havilland, Pete Van Dyke's pick. Number 4, but that leaves me with my 5th and final pick.
Under
Has to be under 50. Has to be under 50. I'm going to go under 50. Who the hell's going to die under 50? I'm going to go with, goodness gracious.
Goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Oh my god.
I'm going to go with Pete Davidson from Saturday Night Live.
Ooh,
Oh.
good pick.
Yeah.
It's like a roller coaster. I don't
Yeah, I think so. I think he could easily,
Mm-hmm.
something bad could happen.
Yeah. I hate to say it,
He could cross the road.
but that's totally believable.
Okay, so that's my final pick. Steve, for your 5th and final pick.
He didn't die in as a pope, but I'm gonna pick Pope Benedict.
Oh, that is a sweet pick. And who is your under 50 pick?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, yes, that's.
Isn't the
I
Pope
like
your
it.
go-to, Pete?
Yeah, I usually go for the
Yeah.
popes, but I
Yeah.
don't want anything to happen to Sweet Francis. And Bailey? Oh, no, sorry.
It's
Lori,
me.
your 5th and final pick.
My under 50, I'm going to say Ed Furlong.
Ooh.
Edward Furlong. Does he have a drug problem?
He looks like shit.
Okay.
Hasn't he always looked like shit though?
Yeah.
Well, he just keeps looking worse.
Is he the guy from the Terminator?
It's the guy from like Detroit Rock
2?
City.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes
it's
sense.
Like, yeah, in Terminator.
He looks rough.
His peak was Terminator.
Okay, Kev's got his under 50 pick, so you're wide open, Kev, for your 5th and final.
Mick Jagger.
Mick
Oh.
Jagger. That would be a shocker, to be honest with you. Even at his age, I would be shocked if Mick died because he dances around so much.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable to watch, though, eh? Like an old man like
It's
that.
creepy.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be touring again this year, so.
Yeah, that can kill him. Eventually, it'll kill him. Greedy fucks. No, I'm just kidding. Long live Mick. Jane, 5th and final pick.
Gary Busey.
Busey. A perennial pick. Stolen from the grips of Bailey Adcock, who's just about to make her 5th and final pick. But here we go. One more person. Bailey, do you have an under 50 picked?
I did, yeah, I do. I have that Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh, Machine Gun Kelly,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
So you're wide open here. Who do you want?
I had Keith Richards, but then I thought the same thing. Like, there's no way that guy's dying before like 112. So I'm gonna go with Val Kilmer.
Oh!
Didn't he have like tongue cancer and then like
Super fat.
Yeah, and he just keeps I don't know, he keeps T-toeing the line, so
I like it.
I'm thinking maybe 2020 is his year.
I looked up to see how old he was. He's 60. I didn't
He's
know
60,
that. I
but
thought
he's,
he was younger.
I think he's in just like shit shape.
Yeah.
You know what he needs to do? He needs to do a sequel to Tombstone. Then he'll lose all the weight for it. Okay, so that was Bailey. Now we're at a Beaver,
That's
5th and
me.
final.
Jesus, when you get to yourself, you just don't know what the fuck to pick. Oops. Well, I'm not going off that because I can't even. Like, none of these people are celebrities. Like,
There you gotta find one. You just gotta think of old people.
who the fuck is that?
Think about old TV shows you used to watch, and think about people you love. They're probably gonna die soon.
I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take.
Rapist or not rapist?
Go with Bill Cosby. Or did somebody already?
No,
do
someone already
I
picked
did
it.
Cosby.
Oh shit! I would have went on his theme.
Bob Dole. Bob Dole.
Bob
We're
Dole.
doing that.
Bob Dole.
You got a good pick there with Bob Dole.
Bob Dole.
Bob Dole's a good pick.
Bob Dole.
Bob Dole, he's gonna die. Holding his
80s.
pen in my hand. Meow.
80s.
Okay, that brings us to Michael's 5th and final pick, which, you know, I really want to pick somebody else from this list, but I got to go in order here. Oh, man, that's stupid.
Dude, you're his cousin.
I'm gonna
Use
go-
judgment.
I'm going to use better judgment here and just go with, I don't know why, but he says Pat Sajak. He's
Oh,
got
yeah.
Pat Sajak dying. And is he sick?
He was. He just came back to work.
All right. He's got Sajak for his last one. Then Wes, I don't know if Wes has got any picks left either. So we may have to follow up with Wes has got one final pick. Oh, Jordan goes Tony Bennett for his last one, but we still need one more for Jordan as well. And Charters, we're just going to let him have his pick because he's made such bad ones. Does he have someone under 50, Charters? Oh, he does. Does Dave have one under 50?
Taylor Swift.
Oh, Taylor Swift. Right. So has Dave got one pick left or two? One pick left. And his is open as well because he's got Swift. So I'm going to go with Dave's number one pick that he has on his list here, which is sorry. Dave's last pick is
He had one for Wes.
Paul Rudd.
Oh, right.
Paul Rudd.
What a dick.
Paul Rudd is the most likable person in the world. And Dave picked him to die.
I wish he was my dad and my best friend at the same time.
Yeah, I do too. And my boyfriend and my brother.
Yeah, and married to my brother. You know what I mean?
You know,
Oh.
everything. If you don't like Paul Rudd, you got something that's black on your inside. Dave Charters.
You're hurt.
Anyways, Charters, I got to tell you, you got shitty picks. The worst ones we've seen in the history of life in the Dutch Hall. For anyone that's listening to this and you're playing along at home, please just jot down the picks, root for these people to die, and you can have a real fun year with what could otherwise be very bad news. So if you'd like to play along with us, if you'd like to pray for our souls so we don't burn eternally in hell. But until next time, we will see you, Auntie. See you next time.